Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation, NFL nation. As my boy Dolph will say, come on in. This is
Come on
As the
in.
NFL Turns. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. Of course, to my right, the famous Dolph Jackson. What's up, baby?
What's going on, Carlos? What's going on, family? Good morning and welcome to As the NFL Turns, your NFL Sunday pregame show. Listen, baby, it's week 15 of the 2025 season, and this is where the mat starts to matter. Today isn't just about wins and losses. It's about who controls their destiny, who's fighting to stay alive, and who could see their season end by nightfall. So before kickoff, let's walk through the playoff scenario that matters the most across the league. So Carlos, man, simply put, man, we got some teams like you win the day you in. We got three teams, man. Listen, this is our game of the week, and we go briefly just touch on it. And what we're talking about is the game that's going down in Foxborough today between the Patriots and the Bills. Simply put, man, the Patriots can punch their ticket to the playoffs today. Your thoughts on that? Just briefly. I know we're going to touch on it later.
And possibly punch their way to the Super Bowl, right? Home field advantage throughout is up for grabs right here. I know you're fighting with Denver to stay in that area, but can you imagine either of those teams who wants to play out there in January, right? In in either Foxborough, and we're talking. This is not even Tom Brady. This is Drake May's team, and then of course, obviously with the Broncos and Mile High Stadium, it's gonna be. So I mean, very important game, but for both teams as well. The Bills need it as well. So both these teams will be fighting, and we'll talk about it later on during our game of the week segment.
Right. And another team will be the Rams, who with a win today against the Lions, they also could punch their ticket to the playoffs, man. And before we get into NFL, just a quick thought, man, about the college playoff field, how it went down, man. Were you as how should I put this? Were you as upset as those who are fighting Irish fans that Notre Dame was left out?
No, not upset at all. If you look at the schedule, pretty much. I mean, your only two games that were worth a damn, you lost both of them. And then you had scrubs the rest of the way, and you beat them by 30 plus. I get it, but then when it comes down to head to head, that's the only reason why Miami got in was head to head.
Right.
You know, they beat you the first game of the season, and unfortunately, it was a close game, and the Fighting Irish had a chance to win that game. They didn't. And then after that, you got to hope on you beat everybody by 30, but you're playing Stanford, you're playing Purdue, right? It's not the same. And then you should have beaten A&M. They did not, though. And that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how it goes. If someone's going to be upset, it doesn't matter how many teams you put in this thing. Someone's always going to be upset. But I told people when it was 4, I felt bad for 5, 6, and 7.
Right.
When it's 12, I don't feel bad for 13, 14, and 15. I just don't. I don't. Go out there and do what you got to do. You know you had that old cupcake-ass schedule outside of the first 2 games, which were difficult. I give them that. They played against Miami and played against Texas A&M. Outside of that, oh, no. I mean, sorry. It is what it is. Something's got to give. And then you lost to a team. Now, there's a bunch of domino effects that really mess us all up because ain't no way in hell the Hurricanes were supposed to be an at-large bid. They, for some reason, I don't know how they got shut out the ACC championship game, but I know that they had tiebreakers and all that. It was stupid.
Right.
We all know Duke shouldn't have been there. Should not have been in there before Miami, but they got to do something tiebreakers because if Miami is a champion, then at large we can go to Notre Dame, and then you have all of them in there. But so it's a big domino effect going on, man, in the college football landscape. But I don't care. No one says I like it. I like 12. Now they won 16. That's fine. But when you get 16, guess what? 17, 18, 19, we crying.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Somebody's always going to be crying.
Someone's going to be whining. It is what it is. But I don't feel bad for. I feel bad for the players, obviously. But that's the program itself. You got to get better. Better competition in there. So the only thing I was mad about was Bama got their ass whooped and didn't move at all. I thought they should have been 10 or 11. But outside of that, I'm fine. I was good Bama being there as well.
So
a conference champion loss.
Right. So that was our quick take on the college football playoff. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest and unexpected stories in the National Football League this week. And it's that man right there. Grandpa, Paw. That's coach. He's left the grandkids. He's left the high school football team. Philip Rivers has given up his 5-year retirement status before you're eligible for the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Come back and try to lead the Indianapolis Colts to the playoffs. Of course, the Colts last week unfortunately lost quarterback Daniel Jones. The young man was having a very good season. Hate to see that for him, but man, Philip comes back today. First of all, Carlos, your thoughts about Philip coming back, but then he's coming back against one of the nastiest defenses, especially defensive fronts in the National Football League in the Seattle Seahawks.
I was like, couldn't we have pushed this back one more week? That's a dangerous place to play at, Papa. 44 years old, man. He will be the oldest in the NFL now, surpassing Aaron Rodgers. But,
right.
I don't think this is the week to do it. I'd rather do it in the confines of my own building in Indianapolis to get him more. But, I mean, you're going to Seattle. It's a very dangerous defense. We've seen that throughout. Now, as far as what's going on with Rivers getting there, am I surprised? Hell yeah. Dude's 44 years old. Hasn't played in 5 years. That's my problem right there. He hasn't played since the COVID year 2020. So, and you don't know how much shape he's been in. My thing is, he's had a great relationship with the GM / head coach as well. So that's why he's still thought of. But when you look at the landscape of free agents that are quarterbacks,
right,
who really is going to be that guy? The only person I thought had an outside chance of getting there was Tyler Heineken. He was the only one that was like Taylor Heineken who was available, but he might not know the system as well as Rivers knows. Now, look, we all know when you get up in age and your mind tells you, oh, man, I got this. We can do this. It's like riding a bicycle. But then your body tell you, hell nah. If you guys forgot his last year in 2020, my man was throwing ducks. He was throwing ducks. It was not a pretty football he was throwing anymore. So I don't think 5 years later he just magically, got that zip back. We'll find out. I figure it'd be a simple game plan. Get the ball out real quick and hand that goddamn ball to Jonathan Taylor and let him do his thing in Seattle. That's the only way Rivers going to come out this thing alive and well.
Well, the offensive coordinator reached out because him and Philip, of course, were familiar with working with one another. And Philip was actually running the same offense at his high school. So he knows the offense. That's why it wasn't a big learning curve. But again, man, you haven't played football in over, 1,800 days or something like that.
That's the problem right there. That's the problem right there.
And when you get hit by these 300-pounders, man, it's go feel. He go feel it. Let me just put he go feel it, man. I see Pam and Whammy say, why not Cam Newton? Because Cam wasn't familiar with the offense, and he wouldn't have been a good fit anyway with the coach. So we go get into it. Oh, I make that the joke about Joe Flacco, old man River. This is old man Rivers.
This is old man Rivers for real.
He is back, man. Listen, it's must-see TV. It's must-see TV. Do you understand if this man comes back today and they pull this off and he has a significant moment in this game that helps them pull this off, how big this is going to be? Man, the day is just loaded with a lot of must-see games, man. So, Carlos, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Yeah, it'd have been straight for TV, man. Disney Channel, boy. He'd have been on. I'm telling you, man. They'd make a move out of this thing.
All right. Who we got in the chat? Got our Pregame.
Got Bumberclop. So I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on something. I'm scared to ask what, but I'm going to ask it anyways. What's that thought? What you want to talk about? We got Kelly going in the building. Says, good morning. What's up, Kelly?
Going on, Kelly. Come on in.
Come on in. We got, of course, Cowboy. Said, what up, fellas? Just making sure y'all don't miss me.
Hey, we miss you already, my brother. We miss you already,
Let's go, man. And we got Braxton Whaley. Says, hi. What's up, Braxton?
How you doing, Braxton? Come on in.
Come on in. All right. And They said Carlos not Disney Channel, huh? Oh, it's going straight to where the blind side came from. All that, yeah.
Pammy and whammy.
And that vote right there, Pammy. Straight Disney Channel.
What's going on, sis?
You know, because Philip Rivers, he don't even cuss. He says "God dog it" or "dag nabbit" all the time.
That man is straight Alabama, straight from the South, man.
So and he don't even cuss. So he knows going straight to Disney Channel. All right, quick question. What do you got to think about the Broncos being on a 10-game winning streak, but still the underdog at home? It just tells you the quarterback play is up to par right now. That's all it is. That's all it is. That is it. Because we've seen Bo Nix struggle. And Green Bay has a really good defense. So we're going to find out how those two collide later on tonight. We'll talk about that later on.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's get to it, baby.
All right, let's get to it. That's right. Hey, it's going to be a cold one, Mr. Jackson, in Chicago. And I'll tell you guys a quick story. The day after I got married, I went in Chicago downtown, and it was the worst day of my life as far as weather goes because it was cold as the shit. It was about -8 at that time. We're talking about noon, right? And we had to walk backwards down the street. It was that cold, and I was bundled up too. Man. So now let's go. And then our back door went to Monday Night Football that year, 2 days later, and it was the worst day in mankind history. It was Monday Night Football, Cowboys and Bears, -13 degrees. I left off in the second quarter. No BS. I left. It was a free ticket, and they're not my team. And they're not my team. And it was too damn cold. I'm out of here. Took the train back to Indiana. Bump that. What I'm trying to say is it's that kind of weather again in Chicago for this particular game between the Bears and the Browns. And Shedeur Sanders, he already knocked off one beast, right? The number 1 overall pick this particular season. Well, guess who was that person last year? Caleb Williams. Can he knock off back-to-back number 1 quarterbacks? That's the talk around town. The Bears, though, very opportunistic defense, and they're at home. I'm going with Chicago because that running game has been nasty. And, of course, if everyone's hoping that Myles Garrett can break the record, think twice about that because Caleb Williams is one of the best, if not the best, person of getting out of sacks all season long. I'm going with Chicago, and I think they mollywop Cleveland. And honestly, I think it's a beatdown.
All right. Shedeur actually came up short last week. Really not because of himself, but because of the arrogant and selfish play calling by his head coach. I still don't understand that. But in this game, I look for the Bears to do what they've been doing the majority of the season. They come in with the number 2 rushing attack in the league behind Swift and Montague, and I see those two being a pivotal part today in that Bears offensive line, which they invested heavily this offseason in, continuing to do what they have been doing and enforce their wills on this Browns front, which is a good front. The best way to negate Myles Garrett is to run the football and give him as little opportunity to rush the passer as possible. Now, speaking of Myles Garrett, family, could we see history today? He leads the NFL coach with 20 sacks. He is 2 away from tying the record. Could he possibly get the record or break the record today? Give me your over-under on him breaking the record, Carlos.
I don't think he'll do it. He needs 3?
He needs 3 sacks today.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over under.
Over under.
Over under 1. Oh no, he's under. He won't break it. He won't break it. He won't. Caleb Williams is too damn good. One, they're gonna run the ball a lot, but Caleb Williams has been the best, if not one of the best for sure, of getting out of sacks. Topsy turvy dancing. Where's Chris Berman when you need that? Whoop. he's one of them. Like he just does not take a sack, bro. He just doesn't. You've got to really be on your hustle game, and of course they won't be in that much situations for an obvious pass rush, in my opinion, because of the run the ball, Monangai and Swift, and they had just been Ben Johnson's, Dave Montgomery, and Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, so it's been phenomenal. But I think as good as Myles Garrett is, the game plan for Chicago will not warrant Myles Garrett breaking that record. Now, the real is, can he get over under a sack and a half? That's probably what the real thing is, a sack and a half. And I'm still go under on that too. I think he can get 1 sack,
but not a sack and a half.
He ain't getting 2 sacks. Yeah.
All right, everybody in the chat, do you agree with Carlos that Myles Garrett will go under a sack and a half in this game? Let us know. And by the way, Myles Garrett leads the next closest person to him in sacks this season by 7. And that gap will be the third largest between a player with the most sacks and the second most in the season since sacks became official in 1982. Crazy. And like Carlos in this one, I'm going with the Bears. I think they're going to make it hard on Shedeur today. It's really going to be hard without any running game for Cleveland. Cleveland must run the ball in this game. Can't put the ball in harm's way, but I'm going with the Bears in this one.
It's already too much chatter from the Browns about how cold it's going to be in Chicago. You know, too much chatter already about that. When you talk about it all the time, that means you ain't about it. Because they're like, we don't even want to think about it. We just want to go out there and just do something because we don't want to think about it. Let's go out there and get it over with. That's their mentality. It's going to be over real fast, I think.
Gotcha.
Next game in the docket, y'all, we got AFC North battle, man. And, we just saw this on Thanksgiving in Baltimore. Now we'll have the Ravens playing against the Bengals as the Bengals will host this game. Joe Burrow will make his, fourth start or third start in a row? Something like that. But nonetheless, though, must win, obviously, for both these teams. If the Bengals lose, they are officially out of the playoff race. Officially. And if the Ravens lose, you might be officially out too. Not official, but almost there. Who you got in this matchup, Dolph, and why?
Man, going back and forth, looking at the first game. Man, I'm going with the Bengals, man. I think Joe Burrow and the boys, they pulled it out today at home to keep their slim playoff hopes alive and put the Ravens playoff hopes back in desperation mode, which may only be the Monday night because I ain't too sure about what we're going to get from the Steelers. But I'm going with Joe and the boys at home. Burrow has completed 32 of 57 passes for 347 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions from a clean pocket this season since he has returned for that Thanksgiving Day game. So I look for the Bengals to get back today in the jungle, man. I'm going with the Bengals in a close game. I'm going to take the Bengals today, y'all, on the walk-off field goal. Bengals 23, Ravens 20. Sorry, Mozzie. Sorry, nephew.
Nah, I agree. I'm going with Bengals as well. Look, can we just finally put the Ravens out their misery? That's kind of what it is, because even if the team does go to the playoffs, man, they're probably one and done just the way they're playing. I've never gotten to the idea of having 2 of the freakiest athletes, at quarterback, running back position, and you don't use that at all. And it's almost like they're scared to hand the ball to Henry for 20 plus times in the game. I mean, it's very rare this year. I look for the Bengals at home to sling that rock. Joe Burrow say, you know what, put it on me. It was on him last week against Buffalo, and a couple fluky plays, back-to-back INTs, and that was your ball game for that. But now you want a chance to continue your streak and to knock out the Ravens, essentially. I like Cincinnati in this game to win this one. Like you said, though, very close game in my opinion as well. And I'm going to go with the Ravens. The Bengals 27, Ravens 23.
All right, Carlos 27-23. And by the way, bro, I like that hat, bro. I like that brim you got on, man.
Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do, man. Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chi-Town, yeah.
Cowboy in the chat, he said he taking the Ravens, so he all whooping from the chat, baby.
Long from the chat.
Long from the chat, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We always working here to come on in Sports Network, baby.
That's right.
All right, man. Man, Houston, Arizona, Carlos. Man, tell us about this one, man.
I'm telling you right now, and I got a good friend in my job, man. He's a diehard Texans fan. I mean, that means he's a real fan, because there ain't too many diehard Texans fans out here. But diehard Texans fan, we had a conversation, and I gave him a lot of hope. I was like, yo, this, in my opinion, is the best chance for Houston to make some noise. Their defense under DeMeco Ryan playing fantastic. I've never seen a head coach, and his spot is defense. I've never seen it that much play towards his people, and they act the way he coaches. It's tough, it's fast, it's free, I love this defense, and yes, you got Will Anderson and the other kids on the side of them, other side. I forgot his name. Dylan Hunter. You got
Then
Hunter back
Hunter,
there as well.
yes.
They've been balling, and they're not the biggest household names, but it doesn't matter, man. And they are literally keeping this team afloat. But if they find a way to, let's say they win the division, let's say they go win the division, but I think it doesn't matter when they beat Kansas City. And I know KC isn't the same team anymore, but still, that's a lot of demons with Houston in that game, because we are so used to having that fourth overall slot in the playoffs, win that home game, and then go on the road and get mollywopped, right? Well, for them to go in that certain situation, very hostile territory, and to just slap up the Chiefs on defense, man, that brought a lot of hope for me with this Houston Texans team. And I said this, as long as Stroud doesn't make mistakes, this Texans team can go far. They can go for it. I'm talking. They can go to, the championship game. Who knows? Maybe even Super Bowl. As long as that defense cover in Stroud has no turnovers. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from Houston right now, and I'm gonna go with them handling business against the Cardinals. I like Jacoby Brissett in that story, and the Cardinals will always keep it close because they're a really well coached team. They'll keep it close in my opinion. But give me Houston to win this one. I'm gonna say Houston 20. Arizona 16. You muted, Dolph. You muted.
All right, 2016, Houston over Arizona. I think Carlos is being kind right now to the Cardinals. They are a well-coached team, but just not a very good team.
Yeah.
The Texans coming in have allowed the third fewest passing yards a game at 172, and the fifth fewest rushing yards a game at 94 yards per game. The last team to allow fewer than 175 passing and 95 rushing per game was the 2008 Pittsburgh Steelers. And by the way, that season ended with the Steelers in the Super Bowl. And ironically, they played the Cardinals. How about that? Now, let's talk about C.J. Stroud, who has made strides lately, but still has not been as productive and as consistent as his rookie season. Stroud is 3-0 and averaging 251 passing yards a game with 6 touchdowns and only 1 intercept, and a 116 passer rating when he plays against the bottom 10 total defenses this season. That being said, I ain't crazy. I ain't go long with this one. I'm going with you, Carlos. I'm going with the Texans at home. I don't think it's going to be that close. I don't even think the Texans going to score 23. I think the Texans going to win this game, man, 19-10. How about that? Crazy number, 19-10. That's what I'm going with that one, 19-10. Let's go Texans.
Nah, I mean, I like that. I like that. I mean, they're playing phenomenal defense. If you thought this team was, if you thought the myth was a myth, this team is for real. This defense
this man here is Lone Wolfing a lot.
Start taking the Cardinals, man. He on
all right.
Coach Rock be on.
Lone Wolf that one.
He on whatever Coach Rock be on, man. That good old oatmeal, boy. I don't know. He got the peaches and cream oatmeal. Cause you know they love them peaches in Atlanta. They love them peaches out there, man. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. A AFC battle between the Jets and the Jaguars. More playoff implications for the Jacksonville side. We got word that the Jets will start their third string quarterback. Who is it again? I don't even know the kid's name. I forgot.
Mystery man.
They will be on their third string quarterback. And the Jaguars will be at home feasting. I'm gonna make this real simple and easy. Jaguars win this one. Jaguars are kind of team that might keep it close though, per se, but give me the Jaguars to win this at home. I'm gonna go 27-17. 27-13. Jacksonville wins by 2 touchdowns against the New York Jets.
If Jacksonville is to be considered real, if this is real, what they have been showing this season, Jacksonville has to come out and they have to win this game. They not only have to win this game, but I think they have to win this game in a convincing fashion. Brian Thomas Jr. in his rookie season averaged 75 yards per game. This season, he's averaging only 53. We know he recently came back from injury. The mid-season trade for Jacoby Myers has been a success. He is averaging 9.2 yards per target with 3 touchdowns in his 5 games with the Jaguars. It all comes down to the play of Trevor Lawrence. We know the Jaguars defense, to me, is one of the most underrated units in the league. Good running games, 2 solid receivers, and a very good tight end too. It comes down to Trevor Lawrence. Jaguar Nation, if you are for real, if you are to be considered serious, I know this isn't today. You're not playing the Chiefs. You're not playing the Broncos. You're playing the Jets, and you should handle your business today. This should not be a dogfight. You should come out and handle your business, and you're at home. Give me the Jaguars, man. I think I got the Jaguars winning this one today, man, with the rookie third string quarterback starting. I got the Jaguars winning this one today, 27-9, man.
I like that. I like that score. But you're right. Could we say what trap game, right? So your
Yes.
Jaguars, you've been the hunter all year. This particular game, you're the hunted. So, act like you about that life. We'll find out. Another great game from the AFC West, which got moved to 12 o'clock time earlier.
Man, times have changed.
I know, right? They said, the Chiefs will bring them down to the old dungeon time, 12 o'clock morning time. Good morning. Chargers versus Chiefs, you guys. AFC
19
West
degrees.
Chargers are right there still trying to contend with those Denver Broncos. They're 2 games away. They got to get a dub in Kansas City. Let's find out what happens. They met earlier in the year, and the Chargers won that one in LA. Now the Chiefs are trying to hold on because they might not be mathematically out of it, but the Chiefs lose this game, they are completely done. I'm going to go my route here. I'm going Kansas City. I still am. I'm going Kansas City. They're at home. And if not now, then never, right? If you don't win this one, then never. And I understand that Herbert's going through a hand issue as well. But if the Chiefs want to show any last hope of life, they've got to find a way to win this game. It will be a close game because it's always a close game between the Chargers and the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs to win this one in Arrowhead. I'm going to say 26-20 over Los Angeles. So give me the Chiefs to have one last fight in them. One last fight. If not, I'm not going to say dynasty over with, but hell, this year you can just nail in the coffin, baby. It's over.
All right. So Carlos is going with the Chiefs, man. Let's start right here. Justin Herbert's injury, it affected him last week. You can tell he was not the same. That injury affected him. Now, what could help the Chargers today is rookie running back Omarion Hampton coming back. They're going to have to run the ball today. They're going to have to be in third and manageable most of the day. So that's where Keenan Allen comes in. Keenan Allen leads the NFL with 27 receptions on third down this season. Allen's 306 career third down receptions are 52 more than any other player since he entered the NFL in 2013. Now, with all that being said, Chiefs have lost 3 in a row. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Patrick Mahomes, when losing 3 straight games in his career, is 6-0 in that full game. He doesn't lose 4 in a row until today. That's right. My first one today, baby. My first lone wolf goes with this one. I'm taking the Chargers. Justin Herbert, bad hand and all at Arrowhead. And they put a nail in the postseason coffin of the Kansas City Chiefs. Give me the Chargers in an upset in a playoff atmosphere, because make no mistake, this is a playoff game for the Kansas City Chiefs. They just don't got it in the tank no more, baby. They just don't have it. Give me the Chargers with the upset, Carlos. And you know what that means, baby. Oh,
man, we can't along with it. There's only 2 of us.
I
can along with it. That means I'll along with it too then.
It's 3 because Cowboy in the chat. So it's 3 of us.
Cowboy going with the Chargers too then.
Oh, hell, I ain't see that.
Hell, I don't know what he said. I'm going with the Chargers. I should be lone wolf it then.
All right. My brother Larry from the Dixon Way. What's going on, brother? Larry says the Chiefs cook this season. Hey, Larry, let me know if you're free, bro. You want to join us, man? I'll put the link in, man. Come on and join us, man. All right, family. Let's go to the NFC East. Woo! I remember when this used to be a must-see game. My. That would seem like decades ago.
It was decades
So
ago.
today, baby, Giants, Commanders. How should I put this? I really believe that today. Is Jalen Daniels playing today, or has he been shut down for the season?
He's been shut down, I think.
He's shut down. So that means Marcus Mariota against Jackson Dort. Jackson Dort today just reinforces to the Giants organization and to Giants Nation, the Big Blue Nation, baby, that their new franchise quarterback is indeed in the building. I'm going with the Giants. The Commanders just have not looked good this season. No injuries set apart. Like I said at the beginning of the season with this team, how would they handle going from being the hunter to the hunted? And they ain't handled it well. So I'm going with the Giants in this one. I'm not even gonna give a scope. I'm just taking the Giants in this one.
And my friend, I'm going with the Commanders. First of all, Marcus told reporters, my last name is Mariota. It's not Mariota. Stop calling Mariota. I don't know why he went out there, but he pissed off. So I like that, though. He pissed off. And we just saw 2 weeks ago this same Commanders team with Mariota take on the Broncos. And that went into overtime. That was a really good game. He was out there slinging that rock. Well, the next game, it was Daniels. And Daniels just isn't ready. He's just shut him down for the year. So, I think they revert back to that same squad they went to 2 weeks ago. I think they pull off the win against the Giants. I'm going to go with the Commanders 23, Washington. Washington 23, New York 21. I think they get a close win. I like this matchup for Washington to kind of bounce back, but I'm going to keep it real with them, man. Season was on doom since week 1 when Eckler went out. It just lets you know what kind of year it's going to be. A lot of injuries on that offense, and they just were not the same team. And, of course, shout to Zach Ertz, man. Tore his ACL. He's out probably for the rest of his career, man. So I want to give him some love. If it is the end of your career, brother, you had a spectacular career with Philadelphia and Washington, man. And salute to my man's Zach Ertz.
Right.
So I'm going Washington. You're going New York. So we'll see who wins that one.
We'll see who wins that one. Damn, I would lone wolf it, but it make no sense.
It's not gonna make no sense because we both got a lone wolf it.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On in Sports Network.
All right, I told you it's a short break. I hope you ain't going to try to go to the bathroom with that, baby. We're right back. Right back, baby. All right. And we're back with this one, Carlos. The Raiders.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead.
My God, if the Eagles lose today to the Raiders, SOS, ASAP, whatever you can think of, there's going to be a mutiny in the city of brotherly love if they lose today to the Raiders. Kenny Pickett returns to a place where he used to play, so he's familiar with most of the players on the other side of the field. I don't know what it is with the Eagles, man, but they have lost three straight, man. And can you put your hand on what's really going on with this team? And by the way, I'm going with them, man. They should beat the Raiders. The Raiders are definitely a team in turmoil right now. I'm not sure Pete Carroll returns next year as the Raiders head coach personally. What's your thoughts on this game, family?
Eagles can't catch a break all of a sudden. You thought like this was a 100%, win for the Raiders. Well, Geno Smith can't play now, and you got an ex-player from last year, Kenny Pickett, who's going to have a lot of motivation behind him to win this game. And Geno Smith, he's done for the year. I don't care no one says he ain't coming back. He is done for this particular year. And I think the Raiders are sick of Geno Smith, if you know what I mean, from his decision-making and play on the field. So they're going with Kenny Pickett. But yeah, you're right though. Eagles should win this one. It's at home. The Raiders ain't spit, so they're not good at all. Even with Kenny Pickett there, Eagles should find a way to win this. But I tell you right now, those damn Raiders will keep it close just to put some scare into Eagles fans. I'm going with Philadelphia 24, Las Vegas 20.
All right. Question for Carlos and everybody in the chat. How many interceptions today with Jalen Hurts throw? Over or under 4 today? How many interceptions?
Definitely I'm going under. Matter of fact, I think Jalen Hurts. I got him throwing none today. I think he'll be well into it today. I won't say 2. Good God, this is the Raiders defense, by the way. This isn't it's the Raiders defense. So I'm gonna go with 0. I go under.
All right. So Carlos is saying he's going under the Dixon way. My brother Larry said he gonna throw 2, Dolph. All right, gotcha. And he says the Eagles win. All right, I'm with you on that. I believe the day that Jalen Hurts, they get back to let Jalen Hurts use his legs today. I believe we see a lot of RPO today with him and Saquon, and then off of play action, look for them to take their shots deep down the field to Brown and Smith, and then, of course, Dallas Goedert work in the middle of that field. Yeah, I think the Eagles today at home, they lost 3 straight. I think they take out their frustration on the Raiders today in a big way. I got them winning today big. I got the Eagles 31 and the Raiders 13.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes, sir.
Screw AJ Brown. That dude there, man.
Selfish.
It's selfish, and it's funny how he's been all smiles when he gets 100 yards receiving in a loss. He ain't saying nothing about how bad his offense is now. Hey, my thing is when you're that good of a receiver, the ball's going to find you eventually, right? Shut the hell up, man, and just do your job, my brother. Do your job, because now the morale of the team it is at its lowest as it's ever been since 2023 when that was really, really bad. It feels like that right now. But all of a sudden, he's all smiles at his press conference. Oh, I got my 100. It came in a loss, but I got my 100, though. So I think we're doing good now. Well, wait, we lost 3 in a row trying to force feed it to you. And that's where all these interceptions are coming in, trying to make you happy. Man, screw all that. Run the ball, Saquon, get it to 3rd and 1, push your way to 1st down, and do that 8 times in one series and get a touchdown. And screw everybody else. It's about winning, man. And he has really pissed me off because when he wasn't getting his numbers, but they were winning, he was crying. But now he's getting his numbers, and they're losing. He ain't saying nothing. It pissed me off, man. It really does. When you're that good of a player, the ball will find you. I promise you that. It will find you. Be quiet, man, and keep your team first. The team comes first, man. It does. So I just want to say that.
Hey, I'm surprised Coach ain't jumping here. Yeah, you sound like you done had some of that oatmeal that Coach.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
But look, man,
selfish, bro.
Like Larry saying, like Marley Marl saying, bro, facts, bro. We have not heard him complaining, BSing about not getting the ball. Now you're getting the ball. Your numbers are good, but your team has lost 3 straight. And if we can see it, I know damn well those guys in the locker room with him can see too. Despite his talent, bro, sometimes you got to get rid of some people who are not about team, but are all about me and I. And that's the kind of player that AJ Brown is has turned out. I ain't gonna say he turned out to be. That's how it looks like from afar. That he's a selfish player who's all about himself and not the team's success, but his own personal success. There's no denying the talent that this young man possesses. But my God, man, it's all about team. You can get all the numbers you want, but what does it really mean when you're losing? If you lose the rest of these games and you get your numbers and you don't make the playoffs, was it a successful season for your team, or was it a successful season for you? So we shall see, but most definitely that is a game that the Eagles better win.
Better win.
Yeah. Not supposed to win, better win. All right, now. Oh, this is a heavyweight fight here. This is a heavyweight fight, and I'm calling it right now. I ain't wasting no time. Green Bay goes into Denver, and they beat the Broncos because that defense will pick off Bo Nix 2 times or more today. Bo Nix turns the ball over 2 times or more today. Green Bay behind Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, and that pass rush and that defense defeats the Broncos in what's going to be maybe, just maybe, a Super Bowl preview. Who knows? But that's where I'm going, Carlos.
Hey, you know what? I do like that, and I can see that happening. I'm going to stick with my gut and go with the Denver Broncos at home. Look, ugly-ass matchup, defense. And that's the way I like it. Both these teams, none of these teams are scoring 20. I don't think so. In this game, none of these teams are scoring 20. They both have a great defense behind them. I do like the fact that Denver is going to try and run this ball on Green Bay, and we've seen teams run the ball heavily on Green Bay. I'm going to go with Denver with that defense at home as well to, you say, pick off Bo Nix twice. I think the Broncos get Jordan Love because Love don't live here anymore. I think they get Love about 2 times, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with the Broncos to win this one, 16-13. We'll see, because both these teams can win this one, and I feel like it will be a Super Bowl preview or something like that. It could be 16-13. Denver wins one, game-winning field goal in Mile High Stadium. They go crazy out there, and they go to 11-2, and probably a game away from clinching, the best record in the AFC West. So I'm going with Denver to win that one.
All right. Speaking of Bo Nix, he has been on the run, running for his life. 20%, 26% of his dropbacks this season. That's the highest mark in the NFL. And while on the run, he leads the league with 916 air yards and 651 passing yards. That's the second most. But despite that, he's only completed 53% of his attempts on the run, with the Broncos receivers dropping 8% of those attempts.
Damn.
I'm telling you today, I think the Packers, they're striving, man. I'm going to Packers. I think they're going to have a problem, not only with number 1, but that number 55 on the other side from him, that kid's good too. Give me the Packers, man. I'm going to Packers. I'm sticking with the Packers. Despite what you and Larry say, I'm going to Packers, man.
No, it's going to come out to the quarterback play. That's all it is.
Right.
Everything else kind of, mirrors each other, even the quarterbacks. So One of these guys have got to hold on to that football and not turn it over. It's easy, simple football. The team that has the least amount of turnovers should win this game. And we're going to find out who that team is. But it's going to be hard-nosed. Both teams are going to run that football. Both teams are going to try and play great defense. But my only thing is I've seen Green Bay be susceptible to the run game over the last month and a half of the year. So I'm going to go with Denver for now. Let's keep it rock and rolling now. Another great game. We got the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams and LA. The Rams, just off of that beatdown, the only team, in my opinion, that actually beat down the Cardinals all year, that's the Rams. And they did it, man, in flying colors. The Lions also coming out there win against the Cowboys. That was a big win. Playoff aspirations on the line for that game, and they came out there and put belt their ass to the Cowboys. So now we got Lions and Rams and big implications in the NFC. Start with you first, Dolph. Who you got in this game, man?
Woo. This is one of the games that your boy Dolph is going to be tuned into, baby. Lions, man, taking on the Rams. And listen, y'all already know Coach McVay is one of my favorite coaches in the National Football League. But, man, this game is you look around the field in this game, man. Where do you go? First of all, for the Lions, man, Jahmyr Gibbs, 23 years old, has scored 52 touchdowns in his career already, including playoffs. He's still in his first contract, by the way. Jahmyr Gibbs has at least 40 receiving yards in 3 of his last 4 games. He's averaging 6 receptions for 61 yards since week 11. With that being said, normally the Lions go as Jahmyr Gibbs go. But here's my thing. I think they got back last week to realizing that David Montgomery was a big part of this offense. Him and Jahmyr Gibbs go hand in hand. Very explosive offense with the Lions. You're taking on Matthew Stafford, NFC leading Rams, who got back on track last week. But today, at home against the Lions, I'm going with the Rams. I think for the first time in facing his old team, I think Matthew Stafford finally gets a dub against the Lions today. And I got this being a hell of a game. And matter of fact, I'm calling it this close, Carlos and family. I'm saying 27-26 Rams over Lions.
I got you, man. I'm going with Detroit, though, with the slight upset in this one. It's just one of those years. I feel like that the Lions are going to really play a great game and put it together in this particular matchup. One, the Lions love facing their former quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and they've had success against him. I feel like it'll be a shootout. I think both these teams score in the 30s. I think we won them games, and whoever has the ball last, and I predicted it'll be the Lions that have the ball last. I'm going with Detroit 37, Los Angeles 30. I'm thinking it'll be one of them games right there, and I'm going with the Lions to have a 2-score lead somewhere in that first half, and that's going to determine the rest of the game. But both these teams, very young, very energetic. The Rams are still my Super Bowl favorite. Now they're my favorite to win the Super Bowl after my AFC teams have been just obliterated. So I'm still going with the Rams win the Super Bowl, but in this particular game, give me the Lions just to make things a lot more interesting for the stretch run of the playoffs. Oh, you muted, Dolph.
All right, Carlos is going with the Lions, man. I'm going with the Rams, so we'll split on that one. I guess Larry's going with the he's going with the Rams too, because he's a Georgia boy. So we know who he's going with. I mean, it's just obvious. I mean, Uga, what is it? Uga the 6th? Uga the 5th?
Uga 11, I think. I saw.
Damn, they have 11 Ugas?
Yeah, because they all ugly. That's why. Shit. That's an ugly ass dog, boy.
Let's get to the next slate of games.
Hey, who that nation?
Who that nation?
Baby.
Let's
Who that nation taking on the Carolina Panthers? Panthers versus Saints. Saints beat them a couple weeks ago in Carolina, score was 17-7. And then we were like, yo, what's wrong with the Panthers? And they backdoored and beat some other teams. The Panthers are just Jekyll and Hyde. In this matchup, Dolph, I'm telling you right now, what I'm seeing from Tyler Shough, I'm not going to lie. Last week was the first time and since Drew Brees is retired pretty much, or since the Jameis Winston days, how about that? That was the first time I'm in my rocking chair, my famous rocking chair in my house. And I actually got up off of it and was excited for the fourth quarter. I was like, yo, we looking kind of good. You know what I'm saying? So I felt very excited for the first time in a long time being a Saints fan. That being said, though, I think the Saints win this game and have a clean sweep against Carolina, which adds more confusion to this Panthers team because we don't know what they're going to be. Now, obviously, me personally, I want the Saints to lose, but to have a better draft spot. But at the same time, I feel like the Saints will come out there and get a dub. If Tyler Shough just plays, kind of carefree and doesn't overthink things, I think the Saints win this game over Carolina. What if this is one of those games we talked about with the Jaguars and the Jets, right? If you want to be that team, you got to win this game. If Carolina really wants to be that team that's going to contend with Tampa Bay when it's all said and done, because they meet 2 of the last 3 weeks of the season, right? If you want to be that team, you've got to win this kind of game against a inferior team in New Orleans. So let's go with the Saints to win this one, man. Who that nation? I'm riding with it, boy.
All right, man. Shout out to my brother Cowboy, who once again he said it. Though I hate to say it, it hurts me like hell. But I think y'all got something. That Tyler Shough kid, Larry, just a hater. And for y'all who don't know the Dixon Way podcast, he's a Atlanta Falcon fan too. But that's family, man. Ain't nothing but love you, hater you. But anyway, let's just talk about it, Carlo. Listen, I'm with you, man. it started with me in preseason against the Chargers. Man, I wanted to say San Diego so bad. Against the Chargers, after he threw he threw an intercept, then he came back the next series to lead a touchdown, hit a deep strike. When he was inserted into the starting lineup and replaced Spencer Rattler in that second half against the Bucs, though he had his rookie moments, you still had a flash of what this kid can possibly do. Now, last week, his stats weren't jumping off the page. So if you were nationally seeing his stats, man, he only passed for like 144 yards, 63, 62 passing completion rating. But you had to watch the game. That's where watching the game, the eye, when you can watch and see the command this kid has, the belief that the team has in him. And this kid demonstrated everything you need from a franchise quarterback. Made big plays in big time moments in the fourth quarter. The Saints only were 5 of 13 on third down. 4 of them came in the second half, and three of them came late in the game with the game on the line. He made timely throws, impressive throws, stood in the pocket, something that had a lot of us concerned. If we saw him coming out of college, he delivered the ball, but most importantly, he showed an aspect of his game that was highly disregarded when he came into the league, his ability to extend plays and keep plays alive with his legs. So with that being said, Saints defeated Carolina about 3 weeks ago, 17-7. I'm not expecting that today. I think it's going to be a dogfight. Like you say, for the Panthers, right now you're in first place. If you want to be that team, the NFC South is sitting there. It's sitting there. You got the Saints today, then you play the Bucs 2 times within the next 3 weeks. NFC South is there for you. Today in New Orleans, I look for the Panthers. I'm sorry who that nation. Your boy Dog just got to speak for the Hawk. Today, I see the Saints sweeping the Panthers today, baby, and making those last 2 games with the Bucs must win for both teams, baby. That's where I'm going, baby. I'm shucking it, baby. I'm shucking it today, baby. Who that for life, baby? Let's go.
Yes, sir. I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I like it. All right. We talked about this to start off our segment. The Colts and old man Rivers, literally Phillip Rivers, now taking on the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Yo, first of all, Dolph, what does Phillip Rivers have to do to find a way to get a win in Seattle against his squad?
And pray. I mean, the man was coaching last week. The man was playing with his grandkids, man. This man is gonna come off literally the streets, walk into Indianapolis. Well, he's familiar with the system because it's one he's ran before him, the offensive coordinator, and he was actually running this system with his high school team. So him being up to speed this quick is good because that means that the playbook will not be limited for the coach today. And word is that in practice today, very few balls hit the ground. That's what Adam Schefter reported. But they didn't have, at practice this week, they didn't have a lot of pass rush coming at them. They didn't have that front for the Seattle Seahawks, which, by the way, you hear me say it every week because it's true. Seahawks do not have the blitz to get pressure. And when you don't have blitz to get pressure, man, it just makes it so hard on the opposing offenses. With that, man, intriguing story, man. And Carlos, like you said in the beginning, if he wins this game, look for a movie just like The Blind Side on Disney, on Hallmark Channel, wherever you want, man, because this would truly be something amazing. The man was up for the Hall of Fame, I believe, next year. He would have been out 5 years.
Yep.
And now he puts that on the back burners to come back and try to lead the Colts, who are 8-5, back into the playoffs. I don't know if I'd have gave that up. And let's be realistic. If the Colts get into the playoffs, do they really legitimately have an opportunity to get to the Super Bowl in the AFC? Despite the records of the Patriots and the Broncos, I'm gonna say yes, Carlos. But today, man, it's Seattle all the way.
I'm gonna tell you what. You said that he didn't have much practice against 11 other guys trying to stop him. I think he has. I mean, he's got 11 kids. I mean, so he's got to deal with that on a daily basis. Well, he's got 12 kids, honestly, something like that. But it's a lot of kids he got to deal with. So he's had preparation to come back, in my opinion. But no, it's almost like this though. If the Colts are going to win this game, it's going to be a heavy dosage of Jonathan Taylor.
Yes.
Going left, going right, going middle, down the sideline, across the block, to mama in them house, to grandma in them house, mama in them house, all that, whatever you want to call it, man. It's going to be a tough game. And I don't see it happening for the most part, even if Taylor does have a great game stat-wise. Seahawks defense been way too much all year long. I don't think an old man, 44-year-old quarterback who hadn't played in 5 years is going to be the one to stop the Seahawks defense. The only way Seattle loses this game, honestly, is that damn quarterback, Sam Darnold, gives that football up and gives the Colts easy opportunities to score. That's the only way that Indianapolis has a chance to win this game, in my opinion. So I'm going with Seattle, and should be an easy victory. In my opinion, I thought they should have waited one more week to bring in Phillip Rivers, man, and see how it goes. But I'm not the one that's running the show, man. I wonder how old lady with the headphones, the owner. I wonder what she's thinking right now. We'll see how her thoughts later on, pretty much about what this publicity stunt, as Cowboy is saying right now. Say it's a publicity stunt. So yeah, 44 years old. I don't see it, Dolph, man. I don't know how they do this, bro. Like I say, even if they find a way in the playoffs, this team doesn't have that dog in them anymore to win it all. Maybe Rivers comes out there and gives it a good fight, and we'll see that first quarter. We're going to find out what he's really about. If they do find a way to win this game, you're right, though. Hey, this is going straight to Paramount.
Might be a Netflix special.
A Netflix special, something, man. This could be crazy, man. So, anyways, that's we got Seattle win this game. And I think Seattle, like I said, because they have a major showdown this Thursday against LA, the Rams. So you don't want to go in there with a loss to old man Rivers going into that game. And you might want to go ahead and get a division to Los Angeles then.
Please don't hurt old man Rivers.
Please, I'm begging you.
Boy, y'all is funny. Y'all funny. Man, just 44, man. Y'all have the man 64 coming back, man. Watch this man go out here and pull it off. Watch him go out here and pull it off.
Hey, man, he might. I'm rooting for him. But I don't know, man. Levis says it's too damn cold and windy outside. Finally sitting down since 4:30. Man. Brother. Yo, eat some lunch, man. Get cool down. Get some hot chocolate.
Get something, bro. Get some hot coffee. Hey, some hot tea, herbal tea, something, brother.
The weather out here, it got cold. It got cold today. I don't know. It was decent yesterday. Then this morning, I was like, "Yo, well, you in the Dallas area? I know it's cold out there."
Oh, that's Zach, man. Level move. That's Zach.
Oh, Zach. Lord, Zach. Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's one of the hosts of As the NFL Turns. Zach in the building, baby. Cowboy said, "You right, dog. He's gonna pull something."
Yeah. Pull that hammy.
But a hamstring. The River say, "I will show y'all, man." But if there's one thing I will say, Phillip Rivers is going to bring back, man, that's talking on the field, man. He gonna be in your face, man. That's one thing he had to love about Phillip. He ain't back down, bro. He loved talking that it on the field, baby. And
won't say a single cuss word, but he gonna
not a one,
not a ned nutter. There's a bunch of dog nabbits, gosh darn it, all that.
I saw, matter of fact, they had a video, I believe it was against the Raiders. I forgot the play it was. And the guy asked the man, "What the shoes you got on, man?" And Phillip Rivers said, "These Reeboks, these came out when you was in high school." So,
go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, you know, that's right. That's his favorite word. Dang-gum-it.
Hey, I did see the ending of that game, man. That was crazy. Hey, Louisiana High School football has some good games. I know Texas did too.
Oh yeah.
But they
Oh
have
man,
some good
big
games, man.
man. Shout out to DeSoto High School in Texas, baby. They knock off South Lake Carroll yesterday, man.
Hey, did it in
Congratulations.
had it into that game in a cool fashion, ran a 99-yard touchdown to submit the game. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then who was that game? The kid missed a field goal, and then in Louisiana, what was that, the Shaw game? I can't remember. But kid missed the field goal, right? So all they had to do was nail it and win the game. The last play, old buddy took his helmet off before the clock ended. It was 0 and threw it in the air. Still 16 seconds. So the clock stops, right? They got to punt it now, and the punt gets blocked. The punt gets blocked, and the kid has an extra chance from about 47 for the win. Right down the middle. Game over. So the kid redeemed himself.
Yeah.
The kicker redeemed himself because the center took his helmet off.
Man, your hope got to go out to that kid, bro.
It does. And I mean, these grown folks on there, like, really, like, giving it some, like, yo, okay, man, we all make mistakes. God, dog. But these grown folks, like, you know, acting like kids, living their glory moments.
That's why I say, man, I love coaching youth sports, but I hate the parents. Some of you, I'm talking about them, they know who they are, troublemakers who weren't nothing when they were younger, trying to live through their kids. Let the kid play, man.
Yeah, man. So anyway, unfortunately, he threw his helmet in the air. He just lost, and what Zach said, the other team had a timeout still, so I don't know what he was thinking when he threw the helmet in the air. I mean, he took off and just threw it up like 20 feet in the air, and game wasn't even over yet. Like, yo, hold on, kid. So
he had one of those Chris Webber moments, man.
Yeah, man. The clock stopped, man. And then shout out to that kicker though. He missed. He
still had to make the kick
because he missed the extra point. That's what he did. He missed the extra point, and then backdoored and booted a 47-yarder. God, dog.
47, straight down the middle.
Straight down the middle, man. And from the right hash mark, you know how it is. Them hash marks wide as hell. So he was super wide and booted that thing right down the middle. So anyway, shout out to Louisiana and Texas. You know, some of the greatest ball you'll ever see in your life, man, from those two states.
Yes, sir.
All right, keep it going now. We're going to talk about the state of California, where the San Francisco 49ers will go ahead and host the Tennessee Titans. Cam Ward and company coming off their second win of the season against those Browns, and the Niners, another team that's fighting for playoffs as well. At 9-4, it shows you how damn good this NFC has been all season long. 9-4, this team's currently the 6th seed in the NFC. Crazy work. Just quick, I'm gonna go with it, man. Give me the Niners and win this one. Niners about to show you a classification of how to beat down somebody methodically, and I think they'll score the 28. Give me 28-10, San Francisco over Tennessee. That's all I gotta say, man.
Well, I ain't far behind you, man. I'm gonna go 31-13. No, 31-16. I think they give a fight, but in the full court, I think 49ers pull away. 31-16. 49ers over the Titans. I just hope Cam Ward doesn't get sacked 3 or more times today.
I hear you on that. Let's just hope for a good game. That's all. Hope for a good game.
That's it, man. That's all we
want, man. All right, Dolph. It's on
ready,
you, brother. Let's get it, man.
Send it to me, baby. Send it to me. All right. All right, family. It is time for the turning point here with your boy, Dolph. This week on the turning point, baby, we take a look at one of the most surprising teams this season, the number 1 seed in the AFC, the New England Patriots. As the New England Patriots enter Week 15 today against the Buffalo Bills, sitting atop the AFC playoff picture, the most important thing to understand is this. This didn't happen by accident, and it didn't happen the way people expected. When the season began, the Patriots weren't the loudest team in the room. They weren't the flashiest offense. They weren't dominating highlight shows. But week after week, they kept stacking wins. And now They quietly positioned themselves as the most complete team in the AFC. So what separates this Patriot team from its once superstar status when they had the greatest quarterback arguably of all time in Tom Brady? First of all, let's talk about their identity. Now that sounds simple, but in today's NFL, it's rare. How do the Patriots win games? Well, they win games by controlling tempo, winning situational football, and forcing opponents to play left-handed. This team consistently wins the middle eight, converts key third downs, and finishes drives in the red zone. Not necessarily with explosive plays, but with precision. While other AFC contenders live on volatility, damn it, I messed it up when I wrote it. Big plays, risky throws, and shootouts, New England lives on discipline and leverage. That's how you end up with the number one seed. One underrated reason the Patriots are where they are right now is how little they look the same from week to week. The coaching staff has leaned into matchup football. Run heavy when opponents are light in the box. Pass efficient when defenses sell out. Willing, and this is the key, willing to win ugly when necessary. Not like fans who only want pretty wins, only want blowouts. They don't force a system, they force problems. I'm going to say it again. The Patriots don't force a system, they force problems. Against strong offenses, they shorten games. Against struggling defenses, they exploit weaknesses relentlessly. The flexibility has allowed them to survive injuries, weather games, and hostile role environments. It won't be hostile today. They will be at home against the 5-time AFC East winning Buffalo Bills, which they have already defeated. All things that separate regular season teams from playoff teams. The defense. If there's one area the casual fan may be underrating, it's the Patriots defense. They aren't just good statistically, they are situationally dominant. They excel on third down defense, red zone stops, and late game adjustments. This is a defense that doesn't chase sacks, it chases mistakes. Can Josh Allen stay away from making that crucial mistake today against the Patriots? Because quarterbacks are forced to hold the ball, and that allows windows to close and drive stall. And when games tighten in the fourth quarter, New England consistently looks like the calmer, more prepared team. And that's not talent alone, that's structure. So in closing, family, let me just say that the 2025 Patriots aren't the loudest team in the AFC, but they might be the most dangerous because they know exactly who they are. That's how you get to week 15 as the number one seed in the AFC. I'm Dolph Jackson, and this has been The Turning Point.
Hey, that was good. Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
All right. And let's get into it. Speaking of the turning point with the New England Patriots, our game of the week.
Baby.
That's
yes,
right. The Buffalo Bills will go into New England because New England went into their home spot and beat them down weeks ago. Can Buffalo do the same against the Patriots? Let's rock and roll with it. Yo, must win, must see TV. Both these teams, Patriots trying to keep the number one overall seed intact. Bills just trying to find a spot for themselves, maybe have a slight chance of even winning the division. So it starts with tonight's matchup, though. And Dolph, I'm gonna go first with this, man. Right now, I like both these teams, bro. I do. And in some retrospect of myself, I do like the Patriots a little better as a full unit. But boy, I love me some Josh Allen. And I think he can overcome what I've been thinking negative about this Bills team. I'm going to go Buffalo to come into New England and get a damn good victory. I like the Bills in this one. I like Josh Allen to be Josh freaking Allen. I don't know how they're going to do it, but as long as you got Josh Allen there, I think, they added Brandon Cooks to it. So, hey, let's go. No, I'm playing. Not Brandon Cooks. But no, Josh Allen, though, is going to find a way for this Bills team to win. I think it'll be very competitive. It'll be a great game to watch as well. Give me Buffalo to win this one. We'll see how it goes. How about you, Dolph?
Man, I'm with you, man. Again, game of the week here on the Come On In Sports Network. You speak about Josh Allen. We know he is in the top tier quarterbacks in the National Football League. But guess who has made his way to the top tier this season also? Second-year quarterback Drake May, who has completed 75% of his passes attempts against split safety coverage this season. So, Doug, why do you bring that up? Why is that important for us to know? Well, because the Bills have utilized split safety coverage at the third highest rate in the NFL this season. They use it 49% of the time. If you have watched the Patriots at any time this season, you understand that besides great head coaching and coaching throughout that organization, they hit at quarterback. Drake May is playing at a MVP level. We all remember that throw that he made in the first meeting. How the hell he made it, we still trying to figure it out. Today, in Foxborough. Matter of fact, it's an early kickoff, Carlos. I believe it's a 12. I don't know how the hell it's a 12 o'clock game, but it's an early kickoff, 1 p.m. on the East. Give me the Patriots to sweep the Buffalo Bills and end the Bills' 5-year reign as AFC East champions and secure a home playoff game. Well, secure not on a home playoff game. You boy got a little twisted right there. Not on secure a home playoff game.
Depending on between them and Denver, that they can secure throughout.
Right now,
have a chance
and still put that pressure on Denver. But what they do today, if they clinch a playoff spot today, and I look for them to do that in a very high intensity, very good competitive game today. I'm going with the Patriots at home.
I can't get mad at that, bro. Can't get
and
mad at that.
Let me ask you this: if the Patriots, if the Bills family don't get to the Super Bowl this year, if they make the playoffs, and there is no Patrick Mahomes, there is no Lamar Jackson in the way, will they ever make it? How will we feel about Josh Allen then? Will he still be considered one of the top quarterbacks today? Joe Burrow, he may not have won the Super Bowl, but he's got his team now. How will we look at Lamar Jackson coming up short again? Hell, this year don't even look like he might not have a chance to even make the playoffs. So I'm just saying today is very big. And if the Patriots win this game today, they serve notice not only to the Bills, but to the entire AFC. Hey, there's a new sheriff in town, and we got a young gunslinger, baby, who we believe in and who is a leader and a hell of a football player. Your thoughts, Carlos?
Yo, you're right, though. When you go ahead and when they classify you with Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, and that's been your demons per se, especially for Lamar Jackson's side. But when those guys are in it, and now your competition is Bo Nix and Drake May, like if you can't get past those guys, and you'll be the clear quote unquote best quarterback in the AFC if there is no Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, and you can't win it, yeah, they might as well go ahead and might as well go ahead and move the team somewhere else, man, because you ain't never win in Buffalo. So I'm with you on that, dog. This has got to be the year, and honestly, this still time where I'm telling myself, if you're Buffalo, look, just make the playoffs, because honestly, I don't care where they play at. This year is going to be like one of those times where if there's not a good quarterback, you have to focus on that great defense now. So there's no Drake May. There's a Drake May, but with a good defense. There's a Bo Nix with a good defense. So it won't be quarterback versus quarterback. It'll be you versus that defense, which is a little bit different from past times. So if he can't make it quarterback versus quarterback, and he can't make it versus quarterback versus defense, I don't think he'll ever make it, man, honestly. So this is a huge season for Josh Allen playoff wise. It starts today. If he can find a way to beat this Patriots team and put some scare into them, because right now Patriots have been winning games and molly-whopping teams and playing some really good football. But if the Bills can somehow get this victory, it kind of creeps doubt into that Patriots mind for a minute, because the Bills have been running that division for so long since Brady retired that we haven't thought of anything different yet. So, but also if you're the Patriots, feel like, hey, that's why we're going to come out there and put some pie on you, because it's changed back to the old guard, which is the Patriot way. And I hate to say that, but it's going to be a must-see TV kind of matchup. I cannot wait to watch this game.
Man, shout out to our brother, Nonfiction of the Come On In Sports Network, and one of the hosts of Real Fan Sports, as he's in the chat. Nine says Drake May will pass for over 300 yards today, and the Patriots get the win. And he also touches in on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson issue could be more than just bad play calling and head coach. Could be.
It is. It's a lot more than that. Yeah, you're correct about that.
You hit the nail on the hammer on the head, nail on the head with the hammer, baby. With that one. Let's get it going. Let's keep it going.
All right. Woo! We got our Sunday night. You call it the Sunday night watch party. You calling this game, Dolph?
He coming in, man. He coming in the building, y'all. Go ahead, Carlos. You go first, because I got a special guest bar to come in.
Oh, shucky ducky. Yeah. I smell the money already. But Sunday night football, and once again the Cowboys on primetime television. That's why the damn Patriots and the Bills ain't on primetime, I'm assuming, because they love their Cowboys out here. NFL does. Man, Minnesota, great win against the Commanders. One of those times where McCarthy looked good throughout. That's the first time he's looked good all 4 quarters, in my opinion. And if they can bring that same kind of team into it, we'll see what happens in Big D. Dallas coming off the loss against the Lions, they have got to win this game. It is a must-win for Dallas. You lose this matchup, your playoff is done. You're done pretty much. Your only hope is the Eagles stay sorry, because you won't be going into it as a wild card. So this matchup, I think Lamb is healthy. He's coming back. The concussion was one and done. Half a game, and he's coming back for that for this game. I'm going with Dallas to win this one. High scoring on both sides. I like Dallas to win though by like 10. Give me, I'm gonna say 33-23. 33-23. Dallas wins just because they're at home and that offense will come to life. I like Dallas in this matchup to beat the Vikings, but the Vikings show a little heart for a second. But if you want to go like tit for tat with the Cowboys and offense, good luck with that, Minnesota. Let me go with Dallas and win this one. Must win for them. They have to have this one, especially if the Eagles beat the Raiders earlier that day. They've got to win that one.
All right, fam. I got a special guest coming in. Carlos.
What's up, Jerry?
How you doing, Carlos? Dang it. We almost pulled it off last week, Carlos.
I didn't. Go ahead.
I once again, I see that hater coach isn't in here. I want to thank him for not being here. Because I got something, a couple things to get off my mind. You see with him, but speaking, Carlos, I heard you say that we will win, and I agree with you. We will win, but I don't see them scoring 23 against us. What's his name? JC
JJ McCarthy.
That kid. He had a good weekend. Good week last week. He threw 3 touchdowns, and that was a fluke. I guarantee you that he won't throw 3 touchdowns this week. He might throw 3 interceptions. Carlos, we gonna beat the brakes off him.
Oh, okay.
We gonna beat the brakes off him. I was talking to Dolph earlier this week, and want to give a shout out to Dolph, man, because I'm trying to convert him all the way, Carlos. But that dang it, he bleed that black and gold, baby. He bleed that black and gold. So we gonna have to settle for being his B team.
I'm pretty sure give him a couple million, he can change his mind real quick.
Yeah, that's Dolph, man. I don't know, man. Dolph might turn me down, baby. Might turn me down. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for joining Carlos and my guy Dolph for this great show. They do great work here, man. And how about them Cowboys? All right, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry, once again.
Thanks, Jerry.
Uninvited, but always coming in. But because he's family. With that being said, man, I'm going with the Cowboys in this one, man. And I don't care what you say if you're a Viking fan. You can play that game 100 times more, and I damn well guarantee you J.J. McCarthy will not have the same output. And tonight, the Vikings are going to get mollywopped. He's going to look like the underrated and below average quarterback he is. Damn it, the Cowboys big tonight over the Vikings, man. That's all I got to say. That Jay, he do one good game and everybody. Man,
hey, I tell you what, man. Hey, Cowboys better get this win, because if the Eagles, and they better, if the Eagles handle business against the Raiders, and they should, but we never. That's why you play the games. It's a must win. You can't
no way. I know they lost 3 straight, man.
I know. I'm just saying, man. Hey, they lose to the Raiders, man. You might as well just get the division to Cowboys. If they lose today, just get the division to Cowboys.
Need to be changes. Gonna be some changes in Philly.
Yeah. The OC is gone for sure. The OC gone already. I'm sorry.
You already out of there. You already gone.
I done heard his name too many damn times already. He gone. He gone. So, anyways, we'll see about these particular teams, man. For Sunday night. And then we have our Monday night football. Man. And guess who's creeping in the AFC all of a sudden? Didn't even realize these cats on a 4-game winning streak now, man. Miami Dolphins are back in business from the dead. I didn't even see this coming. Shout out to Miami, man. They went into the cold against New York, and I doubted them. I was like, Tua don't play like he don't like being in the cold. You know what I'm saying? That boy from Hawaii went to Alabama and now playing for Miami. He don't know nothing about the cold, man. Before that game, the record was 0-8 when game time was at 45 degrees or lower. Well, they got a good win. Devon Achane had a great game as well, and he's healthy. He's coming back in to play against the Steelers on Monday Night Football. So, But then we have Pittsburgh on the other hand. Big time win against Baltimore. That was a de facto playoff game, in my opinion. And it showed me the Steelers still got it. They still got it. So if they need to, they can. Now, unfortunately for them, also found out Watt is going to be out for a couple of weeks. He had a collapsed lung. So let's hope he's okay after having surgery. They said he's fine. And he should be back 2 to 4 weeks. We'll find out. If I'm a betting man, I think more the 2-week side than the 4-week side for TJ Watt. But that being said, Miami is going to go back into the cold again. But this time, this ain't the New York Jets. This the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have a little bit momentum on their side, in my opinion. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh to win this game. They have to play good football. Play mistake-free football. And we're asking Aaron Rodgers to do that. I think he will do that. They're not scared of Miami. Miami's not scared of Pittsburgh, so it should be a great matchup. But give me Pittsburgh at home. They need this one. You can't beat the Ravens and then backdoor lose against Miami and lose all momentum that you just had. Because you're asking for a disaster. We could see Ravens versus Steelers. Not Ravens versus Steelers, but we could see them Ravens versus Steelers as far as who's going to win the AFC North down the stretch. And if you're Pittsburgh, you have to win this matchup, man. Put more distance between you and Baltimore. You would love for the Ravens to actually lose today, but we'll find out. You can't depend on that. You got to take care of your own business. So give me Pittsburgh to win this matchup.
All right. So with a win, the Dolphins improve their record to 500 and keep their playoff hopes alive. Pittsburgh, of course, is in the dogfight with the Ravens trying to hold on to the division lead. Just don't know what we get with the Steelers from week to week. But as we go through this and you look at this game, who has the better quarterback? Better yet, who has the better all-around team? Who's been the most consistent all season? I don't know, take a coin flip. But with everything on the line, Monday night, throwback game, Dolphins, Steelers, man. Because they're at home, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I think they get it done. They improved to 8-6. And with the loss, I'm afraid that the Dolphins season, their hopes, for a playoff push come to an end. I'm going with the Steelers.
Hey, Perry Mama had me laughing too. Look at this. She said the Dolphins didn't see it coming either. Hey, we on a 4-game winning streak? What?
Yeah, them boys. All right.
Hey,
Maria Elizabeth Valowski. Pittsburgh will win. All right, Andy.
Yeah. The law firm is in the building.
Yes, sir.
The law firm is in the building, y'all. Thank y'all for showing love, man. Hey,
hey, Carlos, I think it's money time, brother.
I think it's money time. I think some folks want to win some money, man, and I'm right there with them, man. I'm right there with them because I want to win some money too, y'all. So
let's get it.
Let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. Let's cash in with Carlos.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and win some money right quick, man. Hey, so the theme for today is me, myself, and I gotta win. Because if you don't win, you're out that thing, man. You're out of there for sure. I don't give a damn. Nobody say you're out of there. Let's go ahead with Derrick Henry at first, man. Oh, Mr. Derrick Henry. Over, under 88.5 rushing yards versus Cincinnati. Last time we saw them, it wasn't like that. Guess what? I'm going with the under again. He don't get it again because the Ravens don't think smart on offense. I'm going with the under for Derrick Henry, 88.5 yards. He might get 70, might get 75. He ain't getting over 80 in my opinion. That's going to be the reason why they lose to this Bengals team. Let's keep it rocking and rolling now. Jamar Chase and those damn Bengals. Once again, the same game. Over, under 87.5 yard receiving versus the Ravens. I'm going with the over. Jamar Chase must be a big factor against the Ravens. Got to get it, man. Got to get it. So I'm going with the over on Jamar Chase. 87.5 yards receiving. All right. Let's go to Arrowhead now. That's right. Pat Mahomes against those Chargers. Yo, if you lose, you're out of it. Me, myself, and I gotta win this game. Over under 236.5 passing yards. I say yes. He's gonna get that. He's gonna find receivers. He's gonna will his team to a win. Give me Pat Mahomes over 236.5 passing yards versus the Gold Chargers. Go. AJ Brown, punk ass. Over under 63.5 yards receiving against the Raiders. I'm going over. He's going to get it, but they will actually have a win this time with him getting this over. I'm going AJ Brown over 63.5 yards receiving versus the Raiders. And the Eagles finally got the schneid. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, man, Rivers. The Colts have got to get it. They got to get it. Phillip Rivers over, under 150.5 yards passing. That's a little too much for me. I'm going under. I don't see what the hell he's doing unless there's a screen pass somewhere to Mr. Taylor. Outside of that, I'm going under. Phillip Rivers, hey, go back to them grandkids of the year, man, and enjoy retirement for real, for real. And before we get out of here, y'all, Cowboys got to get as well. Jake Ferguson, anytime touchdown versus Minnesota. I feel it. He's plus 115, which means bet $100 you can win an extra $115. I'm going with Jake Ferguson, anytime touchdown. That's been Cash In with Carlos. Let's rock and roll, man. Got a great one coming for you guys out, and I'm so excited for week 15 of the NFL season.
All right, Carlos. All right, family. Y'all know what time it is. Pause the beat just for a minute, Carlos. Y'all get them ready. Get your selections ready, baby, because it's time for us to select our straight ballers of the day. All right. I'm going to pump the music up a little bit because it's too low. All right. Let's get it, baby.
I got you.
All right, baby. It's for one of the most exciting segments on all the social media, baby. This is As the NFL Turns. Straight baller, baby. So what do we do now? If you're just tuning in for the first time, baby, each of your hosts and everyone in the chat, baby, we pick a player who we think is going to be straight balling today. So Carlos and family, you know what your boy Dog did. I will start scurrying across the NFL. Where could I go and find me somebody who was straight ball today, baby? So to do that, man, I had to start looking at the most terrible defenses in the National Football League. Well, I go to the city of brotherly love, baby, where the Raiders will be taking on the Eagles. Right now, you wouldn't know the Eagles are 8-5 because they have lost 3 straight. But they're playing the Raiders. And this ain't your daddy or grandpa's Raiders, baby. It's today's Las Vegas Raiders. With that being said, last week he scored on a 52-yard fake touch push. There won't be no faking or fooling today, baby. Saquon Barkley. That's right, baby. Saquon Barkley today, baby, will go off against the Raiders. He will go for a buck 15 and 2 touchdowns as the Eagles run all over and through the hapless Las Vegas Raiders. That's who your boy Dolph is gone with for his straight baller of the day. Let's go, Carlos.
Yo, I went and I'm watching TV. I'm watching all of Louisiana high school sports. I'm like, yo, I'm feeling Louisiana big time. Not only as a Saints fan, but just straight up Louisiana, born and raised, baby. Well, don't worry about Alaska. Anyways, but that being said, I said, man, let me look around. Louisiana. Y'all call him Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne, we call him Travis Etienne out here in Louisiana. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the Jets, and Travis Etienne, as we call him, will run all around the New York Jets. 100 yards. Give me a tutty as well. I'm going with Travis Etienne, a.k.a. Travis Etienne, as my straight ballin' player of the week. Fantasy is we're in the playoffs now, and this guy will win you a fantasy game. I'm telling you right now.
All right, that's what Carlos got. Let's go in the chat. Let's see. Pammy Whammy say, call it again, back to back. Oh, she said, give me shuck it, baby.
Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack.
To straight ball today, baby. Shuck it, duck it.
I call it shuck it, buck, baby.
All right. Hold on. Y'all say they don't have moose in Louisiana. You
they
don't,
man.
Louisiana. We got all kind of things. you think they're moose. All right. Nine. Let's see. Nine's going with. Nine said, get him Joe Burrow the straight ball of the day. Okay, Joe Burrow is his straight ball of the day. Thank you all for being here. This is As the NFL Turns. We're your host, Mr. Carlos Clayton, host of Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm Dog Jackson, host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, and we're brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. Look, family, enjoy a great day of football. Carlos and myself will be back with you next week. The guys will be in the building too, man. We're trying to get Coach some oatmeal early so he can be in here with us next week to do it all as he can. I know why Coach ain't joining us today, too. I know why he ain't joining us. You know he's nervous. You know he's nervous because now his so-called team, them Chiefs, they're on the brink of distinction, baby. So,
man,
he didn't want to come in and face that fire today, baby. So you better get ready, baby. So with that being said, family, enjoy your Sunday, and like always, family, remember.